Hello and welcome into the Sarcastic Geek Avatar, The Last Airbender. We're on episode 2 of the very first season, or the first book, as they called it. We are in chapter 2, The Avatar Returns, which I believe is the episode where Zuko gets to meet the gang. And we're going to see some exciting stuff, and if you're wanting to see more exciting stuff, hey, we have a whole Has Been Hotel Season 1 and Season 2 playlist already out for you to go ahead and enjoy. And by all means, if you like the content, the usual stuff like comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff as we get into more in-depth stuff as we have Avatar rolling out every other day. And please help this channel grow. The faster it grows, the less likely I'll be to have to go get a job, and instead of the every other day turnaround, you guys are looking maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, who knows. So with your support, we can keep this channel going, and we have a lot of great stuff oncoming for you, the viewer. But without further ado, I'll shut my yap. Let's go see what the gang is going to be yapping about in this episode. That has to be an awkward walk back. You were given one very simple rule. Stay away from the spooky ship. You guys got trapped on the spooky ship, set up the booby trap, so now everyone knows where you're at. As well as now the fact that the whole village is also just kind of paranoid and ticked off that you went off at the age that you're at with a boy in the middle of nowhere that you literally just met. I don't think you're getting a at a girl anytime soon right now.
Yeah, we were on the ship and there was this booby trap and, well, we boobied right into it.
Katara, you shouldn't have gone on that ship. Now we could all be in danger.
Don't blame Katara. I brought her there. It's my fault.
Aha! The traitor confesses! Warriors away from the enemy!
Traitor is a very strong word. Idiot? Currently. Idiot overall? No. But someone who is young, naive, hasn't experienced a war, and is not super familiar with booby traps? Very much so. This was not playing to his strengths, and while he was told no, his brain still said yes. And now we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do here. Rather than pointing fingers at each other, we need to come up with a strategy for survival.
Aang's brought us something we haven't had in a long time. Fun.
Fun? We can't fight firebenders with fun!
You should try it sometime.
Get out of our village, now!
Grandmother, please, don't let Sokka do this.
Katara, you knew going on that ship was forbidden. Sokka is right. I think it best if the airbender leaves.
I mean, honestly, it would be better for everyone's safety, but now you have very important intel that is very necessary, so even if you do send him away, you're still a target for the next attack. I understand protecting your own and caring for your own, but when the Fire Nation cometh, I'd rather have the biggest gun available, as in the Avatar.
Katara, I don't want to come between you and your family.
So, you're leaving the South Pole? This is goodbye?
Thanks for penguin sledding with me.
Where will you go?
Guess I'll go back home and look for the airbenders. Wow, I haven't cleaned my room in 100 years. Not looking forward to that.
Not to be this guy, but if you're an airbender, I'm sure cleaning your room and dust removal, super easy. One big whirlwind, all the dust comes up. One big push, all the dust goes out the door or the window. Ta-da! Clean room. But I mean, if you're talking about like picking up, pieces of garbage you've left lying around, that's as crappy as it is for everybody else. You're just lucky that you're able to be faster and may not have to touch it. You just kind of, do your stances and boom, there it goes.
Katara, you'll feel better after
You happy now? There goes my one chance at becoming a waterbender.
Oh, so we are doing a full-blown meltdown. But again, we are young teenagers. None of us were super emotionally just grounded at this point in our lives. So having this promise of being able to kind of become something greater than what you are for whatever reason she currently has to become this elevated waterbender for her tribe, it's still gonna sting a little bit giving up on your dreams to realize, staying home is truly what's best. she made the right decision in staying because of Aang, but at the same time, it's gonna sting for a bit.
Yeah, I liked her too. The village! Appa, wait here!
Well, thank goodness you didn't leave. Thank goodness Appa was feeling lazy. But again, he could just be wise. He could have had this all planned out, and we would be none the wiser. Hopefully we're able to make it in time.
Oh, man!
I mean, yeah, old man is right. I'm sure it's the least of our concerns, considering the Fire Navy is pulling apparently right up into your home. But, yeah, all that work he did on the wall, maybe we should have made sure Aang helped refortify it just a little bit better, because clearly it seems we're not the best at this.
Zuko, get out of the way!
You know what? Sometimes not being able to build things well can be a life skill. Either that or luck really is a superpower, and I mean, like, look at Domino from Deadpool 2. Sometimes luck is a superpower, and quite frankly, right now, I'm happy we have it, because we're going to need it, because one warrior versus what appears to be a small squadron, or small platoon, if you will, of the Fire Navy. Yeah, that's... I don't like our odds. This definitely gives off, like, Frieza, when Frieza arrived for the first time on Earth kind of vibes. You know the big bad is ultimately here, and our odds at the moment feel just as good as it does for the Earthlings when we haven't figured out that A, Trunks was goated and had, unmatchable drip, or B, that Goku was actually going to show up at the last freaking second. Hopefully we have a last second moment, because we need a hero. And yeah, we need a hero like yesterday. Our fearless leader is face down, booty cheeks up in ice. So help now.
Show no fear!
I mean, show no fear, but clearly we are a little outmatched at the moment. I mean, it's exactly what we were doing with Aang, just and now we have just been on the receiving end of a severe butt whooping. Our pride should be absolutely vanquished at this point, but I do like the fact we are standing up for our people. We're just not equipped for the task. That sounded like a concussion waiting to happen. Well, it's not a complete loss. We took out the Fire Nation leader, apparently. Having a helmet land on your keister after you've just been inadvertently flipped has got to be awful. Definitely not going to be something that the crew is going to be talking about for a while. But also, shout out to the Penguins. They're the real heroes right now.
Looking for me?
You're the airbender? You're the Avatar?
Aang?
No way.
Yes way? I mean, the giant arrow says, I'm him. Like, as obviously as it possibly could have been potentially spelled out. I do get everyone's confusion due to the age thing, but since you guys know about the iceberg, I feel like that should answer that question rather emphatically.
If I go with you, will you promise to leave everyone alone?
Also the right decision. There were too many civilians at play, and with fire, and for some reason a village that wants to stand around and watch when you could be, running or hiding or just doing anything else at the moment is the right call. We're saving the innocent, even though I'm sure we already have a plan, hopefully worked out, to get out of whatever predicament we're about to end up in.
Head a course to the Fire Nation. I'm going home.
This has to feel like the most triumphant moment of Zuko's life. Him losing his honor, however that transpired, has to have weighed so much on him for him to be this dedicated and this passionate about fixing this multi-generational issue of trying to get a hold of the Avatar. Because he just mysteriously vanished, and now we are here with the Avatar in hand saying, hey, look what I got. That's got to be just huge ups for him emotionally right now. We'll see how long that lasts, though.
We have to go after that ship, Sokka. Aang saved our tribe. Now we have to save him.
Katara,
Why can't you realize that he's on our side? If we don't help him, no one will. I know you don't like Aang, but we owe him.
Katara! Are you gonna talk all day, or are you coming with me?
This is what heroes do. Just be like, look, I'm already ahead of you. Just shut up and get on the boat and let's go. Although, I think we should upgrade our ride. We do know there is a flying bison available somewhere. Maybe we should just go borrow him for a minute.
We're going to save your boyfriend.
He's not my...
Whatever.
What do you two think you're doing? You'll need these. You have a long journey ahead of you.
Gran gets it. Shout out to her for understanding the weight of the gravity of the situation immediately. And while we are losing our two most prominent and probably best members of the tribe, to be honest, saving the Avatar has to take priority. The fate of the world is literally in their hands right now.
There's no way we're gonna catch a warship with a canoe. Appa!
You just love taking me out of my comfort zone, don't you?
Look, I like the comfort zone. It's safe. It's secure. It's happy. It's what we prefer. But to grow, and clearly we need to because we just got beat up by, this Fire Nation prince in a matter of 10 seconds or less, we need to grow, and desperately. So, comfort zone be damned. Let's go save the Avatar.
Take the Avatar to the prison hold, and take this to my quarters.
Hey, you mind taking this to his quarters for me?
Yeah, we already have a breakout plan in mind. If we're that worried about making sure we know exactly where his quarters are, I think we're definitely on the right track for breaking out when we need to. So let's get our plan going yesterday. We know we're rooting for Aang, First dude, he definitely has concussion. Chad is concussed. And then we just broke the back of that guy, so I'm just going to call him Riku. He's got a spinal injury of some kind, because I can't imagine you going into stairs at an angle like this, straight back, is going to be good for you. Aang's a menace.
What was it that kid said? Yeehaw, hup hup, wahoo, yip yip.
You did it, Sokka!
He's flying! He's flying! Katara, he's...
Yeah, look, you kind of had this coming. You were the biggest doubter, and you're the biggest condescender. And when you're one of those people, hi, me, Sarcastic Geek, doing that all the time, when you get proven wrong in a beautiful moment, sometimes you get a little carried away, and shout out to Appa for proving me wrong. Well, when in doubt, remember the magic words. Yip, yip. I mean, what else are you going to do at this moment in time? He just whooped most of your crew's behind with his hands tied behind his back. Now that his hands are free, I think things are about to escalate.
My staff!
Looks like I underestimated you.
And now the battle of the ones. Teenager versus child. But child prodigy versus what appears to be some kind of teenage prodigy. I'm not doubting Zuko. I just think currently Aang is a little much for him. I'm not gonna say that was out of pocket. The first one was necessary to just kind of slow him down. I feel like throwing him into the roof, even though he was on a mattress, is just doing a bit much. Everybody's just getting free concussions, brought to you by the Avatar. The arrow apparently is pointing where the brain damage is gonna be. I don't want to give too much credit because we all know him as our villain. That jump to get Aang, who is an airbender, is insane. Someone needs to put him into like whatever high school athletics are available. I'm just saying, he's gonna get an NIL deal and he's gonna make it big.
Aang! No! Aang! Aang!
I mean, kid was basically playing God here. Can you imagine someone just ascends to you out of nowhere in a water typhoon, and then next thing you know, you're just getting splapped? No, thank you. I just got whooped by a 12-year-old god. Isn't that great?
Aang! Are you okay?
Hey, Katara. Hey, Sokka. Thanks for coming.
Well, I couldn't let you have all the glory.
I dropped my staff.
Got it.
It seems that we're only able to spam that for a little bit. Like, we get God tier powers, but we get, like, itty-bitty window to work with. Hopefully we're going to find a way to either extend that stamina or just seem to be in better control. He seems to just be blipping in and out every time he does this.
Ha! That's from the Water Tribe!
I think we need to work on our zingers, but at the same time, that's a big win for the team. So, again, pointy stick to the face always works.
Katara!
I mean, at least we're figuring out, like, the trajectory of where the ice is going. We know that we aim backwards. We just have to have our back to our enemy. Which, not smart, but gotta start somewhere.
Hurry up, Sokka!
Just a guy with a boomerang. I didn't ask for all this flying and magic.
Yip yip, yip yip.
Iroh, we know damn well you weren't asleep. You were faking that. You just didn't want to have to deal with the Avatar because you wanted more character growth. You wanted more time for this to drag on out and for things to play out as they did. You were fake sleeping, I think.
Shoot them down!
You know, seeing that much ice go down, I definitely thought that he just killed them. Just like inadvertently redirected their own rage and just boop. Well, there goes our primary enemy. Defeated in 2 episodes. Now it just looks like we're going to need to go back for some repairs.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar?
Because I never wanted to be.
Oh, we do love a good begrudging hero. I didn't want these powers. I didn't want all this responsibility. Shut up, young Aragorn. You're gonna get the power, and you're gonna like it. And eventually you'll learn to either accept the role or just realize that the world needs you more than you want to be needed and have to rise to this role. But that being said, this is all for episode 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender in season 1. As always, if you haven't already, hit that like button if you make it that far, which I doubt. Most people do make it to the end. And if you haven't, the subscribe button. I don't know what more you need to see. We'll have more stuff on the way in the next 2 days for you to hit that subscribe button too. Feel free on joining the group, and welcome aboard the Sarcastic Geek. Until then, I will see you in the next one.